Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective for today. Today is Saturday. It is August 8th, 2026. Just a reminder, it is the 8-8 portal. I highly suggest you manifest good for yourself, your family, your friends, the world. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We absolutely love that for you. Whatever doesn't fit, leave it on this table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you, okay? Easy peasy. I put my nails back on just because my dad and brother are coming over for dinner. And I was like, they're going to look at me like I'm crazy because my nails aren't on. So I'm like, I'm just going to put them on. They'll probably fall off tomorrow afternoon. And that's fine. That is fine. I don't know why. I just felt the need to look like a lady. And now I'm picturing the two British guys from Little Britain. If you ever watched it, I've talked about it before. It is one of the funniest comedies. They have the Britain version, and then they did a USA version for HBO when HBO was just HBO. We got Intuitive Kev's Kipperish deck. Kevin Thomas Jr. He has an Etsy shop. Go in there, buy his decks, all three of them, $99, and you will not be sorry. Because I am absolutely not sorry. I actually am almost thinking about buying a second set. I'm not even lying. You guys know how I am. You absolutely all day know how I am. You're my besties. I don't know. I don't consider anybody my bestie anymore. Is that sad? Is that good? Is that horrible? What is that? What is a bestie? Whoa. We got 4 on the table. I don't even know what order those came out in. I have to have my phone on, by the way, just because I don't know when my dad and brother might message me or call. Hopefully my brother will message me. We got 4 on the table. Somebody could have been a part of a third party. Like either you could have been a third party or you were with somebody and they had a third party. And this is giving person. So this isn't like, oh, they had family obligations. Oh, they have kids. Oh, their job. No, this is like another person. Like either you were the third party or there was another third party. Somebody that you might have known, a friend, a family member, someone from church, someone from work, someone in the neighborhood. And I don't know why I'm getting this, because it's not out here, but I literally just heard this. So if you were part of a third party situation, whomever that person is that puts you in that, whether you were the third party or you were the other person, whatever the case, and just be honest, right? Because sometimes, I mean, I've been the third party. Like I've totally been the third party before, and it is what it is. One time I knew about it, one time I didn't, another time I knew about it. I mean, you learn and you grow from things. And I'm never knowingly going to be a third party or be a party to a third party ever again. Let me tell you that. If you're single, if you're dating, and that person that puts you in that third party knows about it, they're not happy about it. That might not resonate for everybody. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. But if you're dating and this person knows about it, they're not happy about it. Even though, like, they're the one with the third party. Like, double standard. And again, feminine, masculine, it doesn't matter. But I always feel like when you're dealing with a masculine, like a man, and you're dealing with two women, and let's say one or both of those women are dating other people, I always feel like that masculine, that man is pissed off. It's like, dude, you have two women. Like, you have two side pieces, basically, is what it comes down to. Two pieces. And they're also dating, or maybe one of them's dating and the other one isn't. And you're mad about it? Two more shuffles. Yeah, I think if this resonates for you, I think you're someone that like moved away from that situation, or you are currently moving away from that situation. Like, you're looking for a deeper connection, a more meaningful connection. Like, I don't think you meant to be a third party. I don't think you meant to be sharing another person with another person. I don't think that was ever like your ideal situation. And I think when it was found out, or it's being found out now, like, you're going to realize, like, I'm not staying in this. Like, I'm moving on. Last shuffle. And I also feel like, I feel like it's true in any case, whether, I don't know what it is about this card that always puts me in a tizzy. I'm not going to lie. We got 7 on the table, 8 with bottom of the deck. Yeah. That's hilarious, because I'm not getting that for that card. I'm getting something else, but that's hilarious. You could be a starseed. You could either consider yourself a starseed, or maybe the divine considers you a starseed. There's a lot of manipulation in a situation, this third party situation. With the intuitive Kev, like, you might have known, like, you might have sensed it. And then when you got that confirmation, you're like, yeah, I'm out of there. I feel like man or woman, okay, or non-binary, whatever you feel you are, right? No judgment. We all love everybody. I love everybody. I feel like when you move away from a situation and you move away from that negativity, that toxicity, that that karmic energy, and you start to move and you start to regain your senses and your abilities, and you just invest more in yourself, right? You're healing. I feel like everybody glows up. I feel like everybody across the board glows up. Glows up. I hate using that term, but I mean, what I feel like I did, last year when I was, if you follow, if you subscribe, I was in love with this guy at work, younger guy. Told him, he wasn't interested, so I kept trucking. I kept moving, and I did all these amazing things for myself. I lost 60, 70 pounds. I started eating healthier. I walk every single day. Protein focused diet. Not today, because I'm eating a hot dog and fries and possibly some pizza for my brother's birthday. But yeah, like, I started taking classes online. I got some certifications and some things that I wanted to get certified in, to make money off of in the future, right? Or not. It's knowledge for myself. It's to enlighten my brain, right? Overall, that's all that matters. Like I said, I took classes online. I started boxing in May. I want to take up bowling. I want to get my own bowling ball. Like, I want my own bowling ball. And I'm thinking black, either black or white, like maybe a marbly kind of white. I don't know. But I want to bowl. And I'm going to do it with the ex-husband, I think, because he's a bowler, or he used to be. He has 2 balls of his own that he got a long time ago. But I'm going to start writing my second book. I want to try and paint the cover for my first book, that I want to have self-published by spring at the latest. Um, yeah, I mean, I just kept moving forward. And I know, okay, if you're intuitive, if you're psychic, even just a little bit intuitive, you can tell. You can tell when something happens, something horrible happens to you, and you experience heartbreak. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be a love situation. It could be with a family member, a friend, right? But when you experience that heartbreak, there are people out there that literally just expect you to be lying on the ground in tears, like you can't get up for months, years. When you're somebody that can transmute that energy into positivity for yourself, into growth, into change for yourself, people are shocked, people are stumped. And these are the people that don't know how to do that. Like, they just don't know how to do that. I think we talked about this a few days ago, last week maybe. There are just some people that don't know what that is. And when they see it in another person, it's kind of like, I mean, even when I stopped being friends with the ex best friend, I went no contact at the end of 2022, like October, November. I haven't talked to her since, haven't seen her since September 2022, have no desire to ever see her again, ever talk to her again. Wish her well on her journey. Hopefully she gets some healing because she needs it. But I use that experience with her to heal myself, to move on, to start learning tarot because I discovered it on TikTok. I started watching tarot readers, and I'm intuitive, I'm psychic, I could do that. Oracle cards, tarot cards, sure. Affirmations, you guys know I love affirmations. It's so simple, but I love doing it. It enriches my spirit, enlivens my soul, as anything that you love to do should do, right? I just started healing myself. And I'm sure someone from that group, the ex best friend, one of her friends, one of her family members, I'm sure someone in the background was watching and being like, what the fuck is this? Like, who the fuck do they think they are? I'll tell you who I am. I'll tell you who I am. I'm Kimberly Ann Brown, and I can be and do whatever the fuck I want to do. And no one is ever going to stop me. We all glow up. We all have the potential to do that, all of us. And I think it's really sad when other people watch it and don't understand what that is. Don't understand how you got from A to B. Like, they expected you to die somewhere in the middle. Like, your soul to literally shrivel and die in the middle and never make it to B. And that's sad to me. That's really sad to me because I wouldn't want that for anybody. I wouldn't expect that of anybody. I wouldn't think that of anybody. And it's not that I don't look at some people and go, oh man, they're fucking toxic. I do. I do. And I think about like what I know about them and their history, their background, and where they are now. And I think about them in the future. And I think about the toxic part of them and the possible healing part of them. And I'm sorry, it's just at the end of the day, I have to be hopeful for everybody in this world that they're going to find their way to a healing journey, that they're going to find their way to release that toxicity and move on in a more peaceful, gratifying way for themselves, and cut out all the abuse and the negativity and doing crazy shit to people. Like, forget about that and just themselves, because everybody deserves a little healing, a little love, and a little peace. Anywho, let me show you the cards. Spent like 15 minutes on that shiz. We got third party bitch. I'm gonna say the word. I don't care. We got community. None or not. I'm gonna say the word. We got single, sexy, and successful. We got love offer. We got change. Jezebel. I don't like the picture. I just don't like the fact that like she's got her jumpsuit like open down the middle and she's got her hand over her private parts. Like, what? I mean, don't get me wrong. It makes the point. It makes the statement, but there's just something about it that it just like it like turns me off. It turns me off, and I'm not even a prude. You guys know I'm not a prude, but seriously, just every time I look at it, it turns me off. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Anyway, we got unbothered. And bottom of the deck is poverty, but that's not what I'm seeing for the poverty card. Feminine, masculine, like I said, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. Like I said, somebody might be a starseed. Somebody might be considered that by the divine. Even if you don't consider yourself that. Huh. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. Oh. There is love offer in this reading. Top of the deck is mature woman, ice queen. Somebody could be a little bit older and people might look at them as an ice queen, but they're held in high honor above, and possibly by other people, right? Humans, friends, family, whatever. This person might be expecting some unexpected gifts. This person could be considered a healer, which would make sense if they're valued by the divine, probably the case. One of those gifts could be a nice guy. Take how it resonates. So yeah, I think if you are a part of this third party BS, I think this is you. I think you're sexy, successful, you're doing your thing, whatever that is for you, right? Everybody's different. You know, what I think is successful might not be what you think is successful, and that's okay. Unbothered, like you don't give a shit. You're just living your dream, growing, changing, healing, right? Not at all stagnant. I think there's a Jezebel watching, which is probably the other part of the third party situation. Or possibly could be a separate person, a separate entity. The funny thing is the poverty card, when the poverty card came out, like I got right away that you're unbothered and you just don't want to be involved. Like, you know, if you found out you were part of a third party, like you got out or you're getting out. Like you're like, no, I'm not fucking around with somebody that's fucking other people. Like I'm not doing that. And it's not actual poverty. It's more like you're going to move away from a situation because you don't want to be involved in that. You want to be absent from that. That is not at all something. You don't want to take on that karma. You don't want to be a part of that toxicity. Like that's just not something that you do. Take how it resonates, okay? Because like I said, this could have already happened. This could be happening right now. Like you're literally leaving a situation that you'd been living unknowingly. Or maybe you knew. I mean, no judgment, right? Like I said, I knew twice. Out of the 3 times that I was involved, 2 times with the same guy. One time I did, the first time I didn't realize, and then when I realized, I'm like, okay, we're done. And then last year when he revisited, I told you guys we had a little fling. I knew he had his girlfriend in Michigan, and I did it anyway. And then I felt horrible afterwards. So I told him to, hit bricks, like get the hell out of here. He's the one that reached out to me again in January, and I never answered. He's the one when I watch tarot readings, and anytime a tarot reader says, "Oh, you might have a stalker," he's literally the one I first think of. Literally. Every time. So I would not be shocked if like he's driving past my place, or sitting out front every once in a while trying to see, like, am I coming? Am I going? Is somebody here with me? Yeah, y'all, I never have a car in the driveway other than mine, other than maybe my neighbor Julie's or one of her nephews, like when they need to move cars around, other than my dad's, other than my brother's. That's it. Or the ex-husband. That's it. That's it. I don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Nobody else's part. Well, I mean, maybe DoorDash delivery, right? Maybe Amazon, but who's going to come at that moment, honestly? But yeah, I don't I don't have comings and goings. It's literally just me. I don't usually invite people to my apartment. I just don't. Apartment, condo, whatever. Sometimes I call my place an apartment. Sometimes I call it a condo. It's a condo. I own it. I feel like it's just easier to say apartment. Does that make sense? Because condo is shorter. And I feel like when people actually look at how the buildings look, I think they think apartment. And that's fine. I don't care. But I mean, I own mine. I'm the only one here now that owns my condo and lives in it. Have I ever mentioned my neighbor Julie before? I literally said her name earlier and I did not mean to. She wouldn't care. She's a stitch. She moved in with her boyfriend. Actually, they have a cute little story. They were together years ago, and she's older than him. She's like somewhere between 5 and 10 years older than him. She's a little bit older than him. And they were together years ago, like when she was in her 30s, I think, and he was in his 20s. And they broke up and hadn't been together for a long time. And then I think like beginning last year, like springish, early summer, they kind of reconnected and started talking again. And then by what, February of this year, she was moving out and her nephews were moving in, and they got back together. She moved into his house, which was originally his parents' house. I think both of his parents passed away. I can't remember. I met him twice. Very nice guy. And she's happy. She's happy as a clam, and I love that for her. Because when I moved in, not that she wasn't a happy person, but when I moved in, she was very much like that busybody energy, kind of giving off like, oh, I don't have anything else to do with my life, so I'm going to focus on everybody else. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, you don't need to, like. And now she has someone, so I'm very happy for her, and I wholeheartedly hope it works out for them. Because I like that. I like that when you hear stories of people actually coming back together months, years later. I like that. I like that. It's kind of like, oh, it was always meant to be. And you don't really see that a lot anymore. I can never remember his name, though. I want to say Brian. Sometimes I call him Mike. Maybe Mike is his name. I don't know. I know. I feel like I used to be really good with names, and now as I'm getting older, I am not. All right. So I'm just gonna say this. Take it as it resonates for you. Um, and if you are coming out of this situation, or you came out of this situation, and you don't feel like this, baby, let's get it together. Let's start to heal. Let's start to work on ourselves. Because I would want that for you. The community would want that for you. The world wants that for you. God wants that for you, whether you believe or not. When you start a healing journey and you start releasing toxicity and karmic behaviors, not just other people, but yourself, right? You open up a whole new world for yourself, a whole new world. And I would want that for anybody, like I said earlier. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a wonderful, fabulous Saturday evening. Enjoy your Sunday. Because for some of us, it's back to the grind on Monday. I will be back to the grind tomorrow for OT. Just a reminder to you guys, if you follow, if you subscribe, I will do affirmations in the morning, but more than likely I won't do readings tomorrow because usually Sunday is my day off from the tube. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the weekend, and I will talk to you later.